Yahoo! I feel $1 million, man. Yeah.
I feel $1 million Hong Kong dollars.
But yeah, funnily enough, it doesn't feel like we've been out. We've been out for over 7 months now, and it's just flying by, man. I mean,
no plans at all. But I know there was some. I know no one and them both. I think they're planning to do some outside kind of stuff. And like the last time we had some time off, I mean, I ended up producing an album and did a few little like guests, bits and pieces, and started DJing. So you kind of you do things to fill the time, but they're never really take you too far away from the main attraction.
You've got to get this tour out your system, and not come back down, but just reconnect to sort of start again, cleanse, play with the kids,
Oh, you mean
I see what you mean.
Me and Gem, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good doing these massive ones. I mean, the like Slane Castle as well. These gigs are like events in the same kind of way that Nebworth was.
Well, when they sold out, I remember coming straight into this. Where I don't know where we were, but Liam come straight in and he was just going, look, and he was, he was really chuffed for us. That's how he put it, because they, like Andy says, it's an event, and so he was like, I'm really glad for you guys,
They're not as excited as we are. We keep talking about these stadium shows. We're like, we cannot wait to get there. I mean, not that we don't enjoy this part, but we're definitely looking forward to that.
Well, things like we're going to play Sunderland, which is kind of my hometown, and my dad was a lifelong Sunderland supporter. When Sunderland won the FA Cup, I'd never seen my dad dance before. And then suddenly he's jumping all around the living room, and so we're going to play Sunderland's football ground. So there's lots of little things like that, is in the back of your head.
Yeah, I hope so, yeah. I mean,
I hope so, yeah.
I really think he's great, and there's no bad points to what he does. It's great. So, yeah, I hope it'll be Oasis should be a 5-piece.
But, he's one of the few drummers, if ever, that I've played with that he never drags. And he's really great to improvise with. And, he's just a great lad as well. Sorry, I haven't heard that one, sorry.
Sorry, everybody. That song has been sort of recorded, but not finished. We did a really good version in Abbey Road. And how far did we get with it?
It's just one of those.
We didn't finish it.
It's his initial demo is still to be topped for me, really.
Oasis is one of these bands with a kind of ground rules to the sound, so it'll never move too far away from that. But within that framework, it does. I think it changes quite a lot.
Quite a lot, yeah. We did an interview the other day, and they said they were just really open, going, I think your music has changed. We were like,
not used to hearing that.
Yeah, we're not used to it, but absolutely.
Although it's like. It doesn't seem to matter how far out we make a track. If Liam sings it, then it becomes Oasis. So if you took away the vocals and played some of the backing tracks, then you'd sound like a lot of different bands. But as soon as you get Liam G on there, it just pulls it in. I get the respect I need from my mates, you know. I mean, I don't really...
And the front row and the back row, and it's, you know...
Our mates in the crowd. I mean, it's like... We don't really get too down about press and stuff like that. And we don't get too up about it either if it's good, you know. We try and just, like...
We all put our sort of demos or our ideas forward, and then sometimes you can just tell some of them that I put 5 songs forward, and then when I heard for this album, when I heard the 3 songs Noel demoed around my house, I knew some of them instantly were never going to fit with what it is. It doesn't mean they're bad songs or good songs, they just weren't on the map for this journey, if you know what I mean.
For me, I would say I think I topped them with a lot. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to top Turn Up the Sun. I'll have a good go, but I think that was my best song that I've brought into the band. But you're right about the White Stripes influence. That was definitely what I was listening to.
And mine, you know, I was just overjoyed, man, how it came out. It's not often that you have an idea and it translates in the studio how it is in your head. It's really quite rare, and you've got to get used to sometimes getting 8 or 9 out of 10, you know. And this one was just bang on. Loved it, man.
Sorry.
Really satisfied.
To Be With Us Live is one of those songs which I think we could do a really good live version, a live recording, because it's getting longer in the shows, and it's really taken on a life of its own. So I'd like to see it come out on the live version at some point,
dude,
as well. Can't see it. I was always a reluctant singer anyway. I mean, in Ride I used to sing a few harmonies, and sometimes I'd sing a song myself, but I wasn't very good at it. And then in Hurricane I decided not to sing anymore, so I didn't do any. I think I maybe did a few backing vocals and that stuff, but you know, Kem is more your proper singer.
I love singing, and I still sing around the house, and it makes me feel good, but it is not... I can't see it yet, you know. I wouldn't count it out, and I'd be honoured, but, you know, them two, they're amazing singers, you know, seriously. They're both right. I mean, Noel's just, like, getting better and better and better as a singer, you know.
Sort of single-releasing monster band are we? 22 singles?
22.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, man. Have that, girls allowed. I think it's a different era now, you know, and, you know, it's kind of...
I think
do singles exist anymore? You know, it's just...
Well, something definitely happens to the way, you know, the charts will work. I don't think our fan base has changed that much. I think it's just that the chart system is now geared around pop and downloading, and, you know, our audience is... I don't know what's happening to it, really, but I think it's more of a change in the way that they're trying to count the sales or something.
I do. I think that's a good point. Lack of new songs, you mean? Yeah, without a doubt. I think that's why on Falling Down, Noel sort of, he said, look, you know, I'm Out of Time didn't have a new song on it. And I think Oasis was kind of always built on the strength of them B-sides, you know. And I know Liam's really into the idea of letting his hair down in the B-side session kind of way, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely a way to get around. I mean, you know, we haven't really worked it out what to do in this new sort of world. It is a new world. We haven't worked that part of it out yet, the singles, because, like you say, Oasis was always about B-sides, and that's where you got these albums like the Master Plan. Well, that album. And I think we might have another one of those in us, you know, somewhere along the line. But I think, yeah, we should be doing B-sides. We should be doing, like, every time a single comes out, it should be like, you can only buy it as single if you buy the B-sides or something. Or something
See,
like
we
that.
obviously haven't got a clue what we're talking about. But no, it's right. It's like, and I think every album, the whole game changes, because I remember it was all about short films that run like the single, like the DVD. You don't remember all that?
Yeah.
And now with YouTube and stuff, it's all up for grabs and blogging and stuff like that. And it just seems like by the time the next album comes round, there'll be a whole different plan again. I was thinking today, the Beatles catalogue hasn't been out on iTunes, and they're really wrestling with this whole thing. When it comes, they might miss the boat, because by the time you can get Beatles stuff on iTunes, people might be buying it on F-Tunes or something.
They might have.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they should get their arse in gear.
Get their arse. Tell the Beatles to get their arse in gear.
Yeah.